हरिः ओं नमः सर्वेभ्यः। अद्य कृदन्तप्रकरणस्य 98तमः पाठः। अस्मिन् वर्गे वर्तमानाधिकारस्य अध्ययनं समापयामः। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। मुनित्रयं नमस्कृत्य तदुक्तिः परिभाव्य च वैयाकरणसिद्धान्तकौमुदीयं विरच्यते। सिद्धान्तकौमुद्याः अस्य कृदन्तवर्गस्य पञ्चप्रयोजनानि। सिद्धान्तकौमुद्याः कृदन्तप्रकरणस्य सर्वेषां सूत्राणां विस्तारेण अध्ययनं, यत्र आवश्यकं तत्र अन्येषां व्याख्यानानां साहाय्येन शास्त्राध्ययनं, सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः यथायोग्यं कृत्प्रत्यययोजनं, कृत्प्रत्यये परे रूपनिर्माणप्रक्रियायाः अभ्यासः, अष्टाध्याय्यः तृतीयाध्यायस्य कण्ठस्थीकरणम्। पूर्वस्मिन् वर्गे अस्माभिः वर्तमानाधिकारः प्रारब्धः। तत्र वर्तमानाधिकारे शत्रु तथा शानच् एतौ प्रत्ययौ मुख्यरूपेण विद्येते। एतयोः भिन्नानि सूत्राणि सन्ति। प्रारम्भे वर्तमाने लट् इत्यनेन लट् लकारः तस्य शत्रुशानच् आदेशौ, तदनन्तरं कुत्रचित् साक्षात् अपि शत्रुप्रत्ययः विधीयते। इङ्धार्यो शत्रुकृच्छिणी द्विषो मित्रे। एतानि सर्वाणि सूत्राणि अस्माभिः दृष्टानि। तत्र सूत्रद्वयं मध्येव विद्यमानं सूत्रद्वयम् अस्माभिः त्यक्तमासीत्। पूङ् यजोशानन इत्यनेन शानन् इति प्रत्ययः, तदनन्तरं ताच्छील्यवयोवचनशक्तिषु चानश इत्यनेन चानश् इति प्रत्ययः। एतयोः द्वयोः सूत्रयोः अद्य प्रारम्भे अध्ययनं कुर्मः। तदनन्तरं यथा मया पूर्वमुक्तमासीत्, वर्तमानाधिकारे एव विद्यमानानि कानिचन सूत्राणि तस्मात् अधिकारात् इत्युक्ते तस्मात् करपत्रात् निष्कास्य पृथग् रूपेण स्थापितानि सन्ति। षष्ठे करपत्रे स्थापितानि सन्ति। ताच्छीलिकाः इति तस्य अभिधानं दीयते। A bunch of sutras from sheet number 5 have been extracted into sheet number 6 because they have a certain context, they have a certain specific theme of being tachilikas that runs across. एतेषाम् अध्ययनम् अनन्तरं षष्ठस्य करपत्रस्य अध्ययनसमये कुर्मः। तत्यक्त्वा अद्य अग्रे गच्छामः। भुवस्संज्ञान्तरयोः विप्रसंभ्योड्वसंज्ञायाम् इति सर्वं नीतक्तः मतिबुद्धिपूजार्थेभ्यश्च इति सर्वाणि सूत्राणि अद्यतनवर्गे पठित्वा पञ्चमस्य करपत्रस्य अद्य अध्ययनं समाप्यते। तत्र अन्तिमसूत्रद्वयं पूर्वमपि अस्माभिः अधीतमस्ति। नीतक्तः मतिबुद्धिपूजार्थेभ्यश्च कर्तरिक्तप्रत्ययः एतयोः सूत्रयोः विधीयते। अतः एतयोः केवलं झटिति पठनं पुनरावर्तनम् अस्य वर्गस्य अन्ते कुर्मः। So the list of sutras, the list of pratyayas primarily that we want to discuss in today's class, pay close attention, something interesting. We have Shanana, looks very similar to Shanacha. We have Chanasha, which also looks very similar to Shanacha. And then we have a bunch of pratyashtran is there, itra is there, ta, and so on. Now, before we jump on to the actual list of sutras and actual list of pratyas, there is something that I want to again mention as a reminder at the beginning. तत्र कृत् प्रत्ययानां वाक्ये प्रयोगः कथं भवति, कृत् प्रत्ययान्त शब्दानां वाक्ये प्रयोगः कथं भवति, तत्र अस्माभिः प्रामुख्येन किं स्मर्यते, किं ज्ञायते, तत्र कर्तृकर्मणोः कृति. This is one of the most important sutram. This sutra says that whenever a krudanta word is used in a sentence, a kartrupadam or a karmapadam will undergo or will be used in the shashti vibhakti. So, for example, if a krut pratyaya is used in the kartari sense, say pachati iti pachakaha, then the karma, because the krut pratyaya is used in the kartari sense, therefore the karma pada will get into shashti. Odanasya pachakaha, annasya pachakaha. So when we say devadattaha odanam pachati, the karma pada of that sentence goes into shashti, devadattaha odanasya pachakaha. Similarly, when a krut pratyanta word represents a karmani karaka, the karta equivalently goes into shashti. So the krut pratyanta word, if it represents the karma goes into shashti. If it represents the karma, the karta goes into shashti. That's what is told by kartru karmanoho kruti. परन्तु अस्य सूत्रस्य कश्चन निषेधः अपि अस्ति। बहुषु स्थलेषु अस्माभिः दृष्टः, न लोकाव्ये निष्ठा खलर्थतॄणाम् इति सूत्रे ल इत्युक्ते लकारस्य आदेशाः ऊ, सो अत्र सम्पूर्ण आवली दत्ता अस्ति। इत्यस्मिन् सूत्रे ये भिन्नाः विषयाः प्रत्ययाः उक्ताः सन्ति एतेषां सर्वेषां विषये कर्तृकर्मणोः कृति इत्यनेन प्राप्ता षष्ठी निषिध्यते. So what we are going to do right now is take a detailed look at this particular sutram. We'll break it up. So we have na, la, u, uk. So this is double u, dirgha u asti. Na, la, u, uk, avyaya, nishtha, khalarthra, and trun. So that's what is written in the first column. The first entry is la, which is the lakarasya sthane jayamanaha adesha, shatru, shanach, kwasu, kanach. We have seen a bunch of these. Etesham vishaye karma padasya shashti vibhakti na bhavati. Why do I say karma padasya? Because kartrupadam is being represented by the pratyaya. सर्वे कृत प्रत्ययाः कर्तरि कृत इत्यनेन कर्तारं दर्शयन्ति. अतः कर्मपदस्य तत्र षष्ठी लभ्यते, प्राप्यते कर्तृकर्मणोः कृति इत्यनेन. सा षष्ठी अत्र निषिध्यते. अतः देवदत्तः गृहं गच्छन् अस्ति, अत्र द्वितीया एव प्रयुज्यते, कर्मणि द्वितीया. The second is u, ukaranta pratyayah, like u or ishnucha or khishnucha. The third is ukka, la, u, ukka. There is an ukai pratyaya. We'll see it later on. Fourth is avyayavachi pratyayas, like twa, lyap, tumun, namul. Some of the krut pratyayas give avyayas. Again, I will talk about it sometimes later when the time comes. The next is nishtha, ta and tavatu. We have seen this. So devadattena granthaha patitaha. So here the bold thing should be devadattena. Devadattena grantha patita. So devadattena, we use a tritiya over there and not shashti, because kartrukarmanoho kruti ityanena prapta shashti atra nishtha iti nishidhyate. And finally there is khalartha, which is sheet number 11. We will see all the way towards the end. What is the point of interest right now is this last entry, which is truna, na lokavya nishtha khalartha trunam. And this trun is actually a pratyaya. It is the pratyaya, the first pratyaya in sheet number 6. So if you go to sheet number 6, there is this first pratyaya truna, which we will see immediately when we start studying sheet number 6. So tatra truna iti prathamaha pratyayah asti, saha atra nirdishtah asti iti tatra prathamam chintanam, parantu tatra bhashye kashikayam api tatra truna iti shabdasya visheshah kashchana anyah arthah acharyaihi uktah asti. We would like to learn about that particular meaning right now. So what the bhashya or what Kashika says over here is that truna entity present over here is a pratyahara, not a pratyaya but a pratyahara, like acha, ana, hala, jhala. How these are pratyahars? Or a more familiar example, sup, ting. These are pratyahars. In the same way, trun is a pratyahara. It consists of bunch of pratyayas. Shatru is there, Shanach is there, Shanan is there, which I mentioned we will study today. Chanash is there, again another pratyaya that we will study today. And Trun is there, which is the Trun pratyaya, the beginning of sheet number 6. So atra Trun iti grahanena vastutaha Trun iti ekaha eva pratyayah na grihyate, apito atra pratyaharaha grihyate. If you go to the website, all the way in the beginning there is a pratyaharavali. If you go to pratyaharavali, there are all these pratyayas presented over here. One of these 33 number is a trun entity. You can see this same sutra, nalokavya nishtha khalartha trunam. So most of the pratyayas should be familiar to you. Ak, ach, at, and all these are from the Maheshwara Sutras, but some of them are actually slightly different. So for example, sup pratyahar most of us know. Ting pratyahar most of you know. It's written over here. There is a tang pratyahar for tanganavatmani padam. There is a trun pratyahar which we are talking right now. So shanacha, shanana, trun pratyaya, shatru pratyaya, chanash, all this is represented in this trun pratyahara. Now, how is this trun pratyahara created? How is this cooked up? So this is how this trun pratyahara gets cooked up. We basically take, it's basically an ad hoc method to create a pratyahara. We start with the sutram lata shatrushana chava prathama samanadhikarane. So look at the sutram in the list, sheet number 5. The first sutra, we start with the second sutra. Latashatrusana chava prathama samanadhikarne. We continue. So latashatrusana chava prathama samanadhikarne sambodhane cha lakshana hetvo kriyayaha tau sat pungyjo shanana tachilya vayo vachana shaktishu chanasha indharyo shatrakrchini visho mitre suyo yajna sanyoge arhaf prashamsayam. Then we go to sheet number 6 because that's the Ashtadhyayi sequence. We go to sheet number 6. Akves tachila tadharma tatsadhukarishu and trun. Here we stop. So the collection of sutras starting from Latashatrusana Chava Prathama Samanadhikarane, continuously written one after another, all the way till Akves Tachila Tadharma Satsadhukarishu and Trun. This entire thing is the Trun Pratyahara is how the Trun Pratyahara has been created by the commentaries. So why is it created like this? It's how the Vyakhyanas, it's how the Bhashya tells. It has to somehow create a Pratyahara, because once you make this Pratyahara starting with the Tru of Shatru ending all the way till Na of Truna, it will include everything in between. And because we are talking in the context of Pratyayas, it will include all Pratyayas sitting in between, which is nothing but these 5 Pratyayas: Shatru, Shanacha, Shanana, Chanasha, and Truna. Ete pancha pratyahara trun pratyaharena griyante etesham sarvesham vishaye kartrukarmano kruti ityanena prapta shashti vibhakti nishidhyate. So for all these pratyas, the reason I mentioned is Shatru and Shanach we already saw in the last class. Shanan and Chanash we are going to see today, and right in the next class, because we'll immediately enter sheet number 6, we will learn Truna. So these 3 pratyayas, which are material for the today's class and the next class, are basically included in this particular pratyahara. Asya pratyaharasya trun iti pratyaharasya grahanena atra etesham sarvesham vishe kartrukarmano kruti iti prapta shashti nishidhyate atah karma padasya tatra dvitiya eva bhavati. All these are kartari pratyayas, so karma padasya tatra dvitiya eva bhavati. With this aspect in mind, let's move on to the first of the sutras in today's class, Pungyajoho Shanana. Tatra Shanan iti kaschana nutanaha pratyayah tasya kinchit prathama madhyanam krutva sutram pashyamaha. So Shanana pratyaya, as the sutra says, is only given for 2 dhatus. Pungyajo Shanana. Pung pavane, to flow or to purify. Iti bhadiganasya atmanepadi dhatuhu. Yaja Deva Puja Sangati Karnadanishu, to do the yajna, to do the rituals. Again, Bhadiganasya Atmanepadi Dhatu. Etabhyam Dhatubhyam Vartamane Shanana iti pratyaya bhavati. Pavate saha pavamanaha. Yajate saha yajamanaha. So Shanach pratyayanta form will also be exactly the same. The Shanan pratyanta form will also exactly be the same. The swara will be different. Shanach will have chakara swara chitaha iti antodattaha bhavati. Shanan nityadir nityam iti adyudattaha bhavati. So there is a difference in the swara. See how beautifully he has thought through everything. Purely for 2 different swaras, he has made these sutra Pungyajo Shanana. So point to note, etabhyam dhatubhyam lat pratyayam krutva tasya adesha rupena shanach pratyay krupe api etau eva krudantau parantu sware bhedah shanach pratyayo anto dattau shanan pratyayo krudantau adyudattau. Ayam pratyayah lat pratyayam vikalpena eva badhate. Kimartham? Tatra lat iti bhinnah pratyayah asarupah pratyay asti, shanan iti asarupah pratyay asti. Understand, you are not going to compare shanach with shanan. If you compare Shanach with Shanan, you will get a wrong conclusion that they are Sarupa Pratyayas, which means one will block the other compulsorily. But Shanach is not a Pratyaya, eligible Pratyaya for comparison. It is the first Pratyaya defined in the Krudanta Prakaram, which is Latta. You have to compare Latta with Shanana. Latta and Shanana are obviously Asarupa Pratyayas. Tatra Vasarupa Vidhina Shanan Pratyaya Lat Pratyam Vikalpena eva badhate, which means that Yajamana can be used in the Shanacha and in the Shanana sense. Pavamana can be used in the Shanacha and Shanana sense. Ayam pratyah lat pratyam vikalpena eva badhate asarupyatvat. Shanach pratyay shakarah sarvadhatuka samnyarthah nakarah swarakaryaarthah. कर्तरीकृत इत्यनेन शानच् प्रत्ययः कर्तुः निर्देशार्थं प्रयुज्यते. So all 95% of the krut pratyas are always used in the kartari sense. Only a handful of them is used in some other sense. So कर्तरीकृत इत्यनेन शानच् प्रत्ययः कर्तुः निर्देशार्थं प्रयुज्यते. न लोकाव्ये निष्ठा खलर्थतॄणाम् अस्मिन् सूत्रे विद्यमाने तृन् इत्यस्मिन् प्रत्याहारे, I'll fix this, तृन् प्रत्याहारे शानच् प्रत्ययस्य अपि ग्रहणं भवति. अतः शानन् प्रत्ययस्य अपि ग्रहणं भवति. अतः शानन् प्रत्ययस्य प्रयोगसमये कर्मपदस्य षष्ठी विभक्ति निषिध्यते. कर्मणि द्वितीया इति द्वितीया एव भवति. देवदत्तः सोमं पवमानः. देवदत्तः विष्णुं यजमानः. विष्णोः यजमानः इति न भवति. देवदत्तः विष्णुं यजमानः. देवदत्तः सोमं पवमानः इति भवति. With this background, let's go to the sutram. Sutram should be extremely easy now. Pungaha yajehe cha धातोः शानन् प्रत्ययः भवति. पवमानः यजमानः. यदि प्रत्ययाः शानन् आदयः न लादेशाः. So he is now trying to ask, why is there a shashti pratishedha in sentences like Devadattaha Vishnum Yajamanaha or Devadattaha Somam Pavamanaha? Atra ubhayatra शानच्च प्रत्ययः अस्ति चेत् लकारस्य आदेशस्वरूपेण तत्र षष्ठी विभक्तेः निषेधः भवति. न लोकाव्ये इत्यत्र ल इति ग्रहणेन लकारस्य आदेशरूपेण जायमानानां प्रत्ययानां विषये कर्मपदस्य षष्ठी निषिध्यते. परन्तु अत्र शानन इति लकारादेशः नास्ति. अयं प्रश्नः अत्र पृच्छते, यदि प्रत्ययाः शानन्नादयः न लादेशाः कथं सोमं पवमानः नडम् आघ्नानः इति षष्ठी प्रतिषेधः. एतादृशः षष्ठी प्रतिषेधः कथं भवति? तृन् इति प्रत्याहार निर्देशात्. So trun is a pratyahara over here. So nadam aghnana is an example for the next one, chanasha. Tachilya vayo vachana shaktishu chanasha. That's the example of nadam aghnana. And here somam pavamana is this. So he is giving a combined answer for the current pratyaya shanana and next pratyaya chanasha. So shanana and chanasha, for both of them they are included in this trun pratyahara. So he says trun iti pratyahara nirdeshat क्वसन्निविष्टानां प्रत्याहारः लटशत्रुशानजाव प्रथमा समानाधिकरणे इत्यतः प्रभृति. आ इत्युक्ते मर्यादा और अभिविधि. तृणः नकारात्. It's a boundary, the second boundary. The first boundary is, or the left boundary is लटशत्रुशानचौ. The next boundary is आतृणः नकारात्. So that's how this pratyahara is made. And then he gives a separate vartika, nothing to do with this pungejo shanana, but because he is talking about this shashti versus dvitiya, where shashti happens and where dvitiya happens, he gives a vartika in that context. Dvishaha shatuhu vavachanam. Kasya vavachanam? Shashti vibhaktehe vavachanam. So chaurasya dvishan चौरम द्विशन इति उभयथा सिद्ध्यति. तत्र द्विषो मित्रे इति सूत्रेण द्विशन इति शब्दः शत्रुः इत्यस्मिन् अर्थे सिद्ध्यति. We have seen this few classes ago. We have द्विषो मित्रे द्विष धातोः साक्षात् विहितः शत्रु प्रत्ययः. तत्र रिपुः एनिमी इत्यस्मिन् अर्थे द्विषन् इति शब्दं साधयति. अस्य द्विषन् इति शब्दस्य विषये तत्र शत्रु प्रत्ययः अस्ति. So that शत्रु प्रत्यय is also included in this trun pratyahara. Look at the list of trun pratyahara again. There is shatru. So once you say shatru, it's all shatrus. It's ladesha shatru as well as the normal shatru, the direct shatru. So अस्य शत्रु प्रत्ययस्य तत्र ग्रहणं भवति. अतः द्विषन् इति शब्दः अस्ति. अस्य शब्दस्य विषये अपि तत्र कर्मपदस्य निश्चयेन तत्र द्वितीया एव भवेत्. षष्ठी विभक्तेः निषेधः भवेत्. अस्यां स्थितौ अयं निषेधः विकल्प्यते. पक्षे षष्ठी अपि भवति कर्मपदस्य. So देवदत्तः चौरस्य द्विषन्. Devadatta is an enemy of, or Devadatta's enemy is Chaura. Devadattaha Chauram Divishan. Devadatta is an enemy of the thief. एतादृशः शब्दाः अत्र सिद्ध्यन्ति. वाक्यानि एतादृशानि अत्र सिद्ध्यन्ति. कौमुद्यां किमपि नास्ति. वर्तमाने पवमानः यजमानः केवलं शब्दद्वयम् अस्माभिः पूर्वमेव दृष्टम्. So that completes our first sutram, pung yajoho shanana. Agre gacchamaha. ताच्छील्यवयो वचन शक्तिषु चानश इति अग्रिमं सूत्रम. Now before we jump into this sutram, अत्र कः विषयः ज्ञातव्यः? अत्र ताच्छील्य इति शब्दः अस्ति. तत्र षष्ठं करपत्रं एते सर्वे प्रत्ययाः एव ताच्छीले अर्थे उक्ताः सन्ति. So the entire sixth Karapatra, there is again a Tachila word at the beginning of sixth Karapatra, which runs across all the way till the end. So all the pratyas in the sixth Karapatra are in the Tachila, Tadharma and Tatsadhukari sense. However, Panini still prefers to give only one sutra because it is only Tachila, it is not Tadharma and Tatsadhukari. Therefore, he wants to specify that sutra outside that particular framework. So he gives it over here. Tachilyavayo vachana shaktishu chanasha ityanena chanasha iti pratyayah atra diyate. So atra agrimam sutramasti ताच्छील्यवयो वचन शक्तिषु चानश सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः. सर्वेभ्यः इत्युक्ते बहुभ्यः धातुभ्यः. It is again like that ana pratyaya of karmanyana. सूत्रेण यदि सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः यद्यपि उच्यते तथापि तत्र प्रयोगमनुसृत्य एव तत्र प्रयोगाः कर्तव्याः. There are some pratyas that you can outrightly use for all dhatus like tavya, tavyat, aniyark, tak, tavatu and so on. There are some pratyas that are explicitly told for certain dhatus. So pung, yajo, shanana for example is explicitly told for pung and yaja. These two are actually simple cases. The middle case is actually the shady area or the fuzzy area is actually complex, where Panini does not explicitly specify anything. He allows the pratyaya for all the dhatus, but actually in the usage only a handful of dhatus are seen taking that pratyaya. That's actually a more difficult or dangerous case. We have to really depend on the prayogas over there. So tatra भिन्नेभ्यः धातुभ्यः इति विशिष्टरूपेण उक्तमस्ति मया. सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः इति नोच्यते. भिन्नेभ्यः धातुभ्यः इत्युक्ते प्रयोगमनुसृत्य तत्र बहुभ्यः धातुभ्यः अयं प्रत्ययः दृश्यते. परन्तु प्रक्रिया जनरेटर नो चेत् एनी तत्सदृशं किमपि स्वीकृत्य सर्वेषां धातूनां विषये तादृशं एतेषां रूपं न करणीयम् इति तत्र अस्य अर्थः अस्ति. सो भिन्नेभ्यः धातुभ्यः three categories are given in the sutra. ताच्छील्य वयोवचन शक्तिषु चानश. So ताच्छील्य वयोवचन and shakti. What is ताच्छील्य? Tatsvabhavata. That is an inherent nature of that entity. It's a typical habit of that entity. So nadi vahati, sheelam asti, vayu vahati, parvatah tisthati. That's a sheelam. That's an inherent nature of suryaha tapate. The inherent nature of all these particular entities. So bhinnebhya dhatubhya tat sheelam nochet vayovachanam. Uh, uh, a phrase that indicates some kind of age, reference to an age. For example, a shishu, for example, cannot lift an armor, or a small boy cannot lift an armor and wear it, but a kumara can lift an armor and wear it. So somebody who can lift an armor automatically indicates he is a kumara. Or somebody who has a shikha, automatic shikha is the special arrangement of the hairs on the head, automatically indicates that he is a brahmacharin or he is a student in a gurukula. So some particular action that indicate, that is an indicator of the age, that is vayovachanam. And shakti is obviously capability, is obviously power. So eteshu artheshu वर्तमाने चानश इति प्रत्ययः भवति. उदाहरणानि पश्यामः. भुनक्ति इति शीलम् अस्य, the one whose nature is to keep on eating without worrying about, or grazing for example, without worrying about whether they're hungry or they're not hungry. So not necessarily human beings, also applicable to animals. Bhunakti iti sheelam asya, bhuj iti dhatuh, chanash iti pratyah tachilyam ityasmin arthe prayujyate. Bhunjana यथा भुञ्जानः ब्राह्मणः इति अत्र प्रयोगः. वयोवचनम् इत्यस्य उदाहरणं कवचं बिभर्ति इति वयः अस्य. A person whose age is such that he has enough energy to lift a heavy armor and put on the body, a heavy kavacha and put on the body. Iti vayah asya. So this is the vritti. The vritti must contain words like tachilya or vaya or shakti, because that's what the sutra talks about. Iti vayah asya saha भ्रू इति धातुः डु भ्रूनि धारण पोषणयोः इति धातुः चानश इति प्रत्ययः बिभ्राण इति तत्र रूपम्. बिभ्राणः कुमारः. Kumar is capable of, or not capable, the fact that he lifts, he can lift and wear the kavach armor tells us that he is a Kumara, indicator of his vaya. Finally, Shatrum Nihanti iti Shaktihi Asya. Simple one. He has a capability, he has enough power to kill the enemies. Shatrum Hanti iti Nihanti iti Shaktihi Asya Saha Nignanaha Yatha Nignanaha Raja. अत्र चानश् प्रत्ययस्य प्रक्रिया अपि संपूर्ण रूपेण शानच् प्रत्यय सदृशी एव. It's exactly the same. You get rid of ch, you get rid of sh, an, it remains, and the entire prakriya is the same. The difference over here is that chanash iti pratyasya atmanepada samnyana bhavati. Understand this. When you have shatru and shanach as two adeshas to the lakaras, shatru gets a parasmaipada samnya, shanach gets the atmanepada samnya, but chanash pratyaya is not an adesha to the lakara. It is a direct pratyaya given. अतः अस्य परस्मैपदम् उत आत्मनेपदम् इति संज्ञा न भवति. कस्य परस्मैपदम् उत आत्मनेपदं संज्ञा भवति? ल लस्य नो चेत् लकारस्य ये केपि आदेशाः भवन्ति, तिप्तजि सिप्तस्थ और शत्रुशानच, एतेषां सर्वेषाम् आत्मनेपदं नो चेत् परस्मैपदं संज्ञा भवति. लफ् परस्मैपदं तङानाम् आत्मनेपदम् इति तत्र सूत्रद्वयम्. परन्तु ये प्रत्ययाः लकारस्य आदेशरूपेण न लभ्यन्ते तेषां सर्वेषाम् आत्मनेपदं नो चेत् परस्मैपदं संज्ञा न भवति. अतः चानश् प्रत्ययस्य तादृशी संज्ञा न भवति. कः अस्य अर्थः? चानश् प्रत्ययः परस्मैपदिभ्यः धातुभ्यः अपि भवितुमर्हति, आत्मनेपदिभ्यः धातुभ्यः अपि भवितुमर्हति. So chanash pratyay does not have a restriction like shanacha, that it can only be applied to atmanepadi dhatus. It can be applied to all types of dhatus depending on the prayoga. So chanash pratyayah parasmaipadibhyah dhatubhyah api avashyam bhavati. So he just flips, he wants to give exactly the same pratyaya. Swara is also same. Chakaraha swara nirdeshartha asti, shakaraha sarvadhatuka samnya vidhanartha asti, shit karyartha asti, but he doesn't want to give a pratyaya called shanacha, so he flips them and makes it chanasha so that they can be applied for parasmaipadi dhatus also. The prakriya for chanasha and shanacha is exactly identical. Ane mukha itya. That is the only important bit in that prakriya. So shanach pratyasya prakriyayam ane mukha ityanena mugagamaha bhavati. That is the only important bit in that prakriya. Rest everything is attributed to shakara. So for example, gana vikaranam will come, that is attributed to shakara, or maybe samprasaranam, whatever happens, or dvitva happens, shlu happens, all that is attributed to shakara. So that will anyway happen. The only thing that is very specific to shanach pratyaya is ane mukha. That also happens for chanasha because both of them are eventually ana. So ane mukha ityatra nirdishtah ana shabdah चानश् प्रत्ययस्य अपि ग्रहणं करोति. अतः चानश् प्रत्ययस्य प्रक्रियायाम् अपि शानच् प्रत्यय सदृशः मुगागमः अवश्यं भवति. Eventually the final form for chanash and shanach is exactly the same. So somebody is asking a question, by looking at a prayoga, how do we know it is a chanash or shanach? You cannot know whether it is a chanash or shanach. You have to look at the context, you have to look at the reference, whatever the other part of the sentence is saying. If the meaning fits tachilya, vayovachana or shakti, then you can very easily categorize it as chanash. The only exception is that if it is a parasmaipadi dhatu and you still see a shanach type form, then it will obviously be a chanash, because parasmaipadi dhatubhya shanach pratyah chanash pratyah naiva bhavitum arhati. Tatra shanach sorry, परस्मैपदिभ्यः धातुभ्यः शानच् प्रत्ययः नैव भवितुम् अर्हति. तत्र तादृशं रूपं दृश्यते चेत् चानश् प्रत्ययः एव भवेत्. परन्तु मूलरूपेण धातुः आत्मनेपदी अस्ति, नो चेत् उभयपदी अस्ति चेत् उभयथा तत्र रूपं भवितुम् अर्हति. तत्र सन्दर्भं दृष्ट्वा एव रूपं कीदृशम् अस्ति तस्य निर्णयः करणीयः. And this particular aspect, सन्दर्भं दृष्ट्वा निर्णयः करणीयः, is actually applicable everywhere in Sanskrit language. If you take even a simple word like balau, which is probably the first or the second word you have learned in your vibhakti tables, still you don't know by looking at the word balau if it is prathama dvivachanam or dvitiya dvivachanam, unless you look at the context. So unless you look at the context, even the trivialest of the words you cannot identify. Forget about prathama dvivachanam or dvitiya dvivachanam. Take a simple word like phalani. Is it a tinganta or is it a subanta? Even without looking at the context, you cannot tell that. Phalani can be tinganta if you do look at the lot lakara madhya, uttama purusha ekvachanam. phalani phalava phalama, or it can be phalam phale phalani. So forget about vibhaktis or anything. Merely by looking at the word, you can't even tell whether it is a subanta or a tinganta without looking at the context. So this message applies throughout all your Vyakarana studies, that looking at the word without looking at the context, you should never, try to do Prakriti Pratyaya Vibhaga and try to tell what that word is. You will many times fail. So anyway, अत्र चानश् प्रत्ययस्य संक्षेपः सूत्रं पश्यामः. ताच्छील्यवयो वचनशक्तिषु चानश ताच्छील्यं तत्स्वभावतः. Somebody is saying characteristics. That is correct. Natural tendency, habit, characteristics, swabhavah. You can have multiple synonyms. Vayah sharirasya avastha, a particular state of the body. State in the sense age of the body. Yauvanadihi. शक्ति सामर्थ्यम. ताच्छिल्यादिषु धातोः चानश् प्रत्ययः भवति. He gives very weird examples, Kashikakara. The examples in Kaumudi are actually much better. We'll take a look at that. Eshu dyotteshu kartari chanasha bhogam bhunjanaha. I explain right now. Kavacham bibhranaha shatrun nignanaha. So I explained these examples. Kashika tachilye tavat katiha mundayamanaha. Mundayamana is a one person whose characteristics or whose habit is to cut hairs or get hairs cut or cut others' hair. So basically, barbers. How many of these are barbers is what he asks. I don't know what that context is, or if there is some hidden meaning or something. But that's how it looks like. Katiha bhushayamanaha. How many are beauticians? So how many are barbers? How many are other beauty parlor folks? Vayo vachane katiha kavacham paryasyamanaha. So how many of these? Continuously he is asking katiha katiha. Kati iha. How many? How many is asking? Katiha kavacham paryasyamana. How many are able to wear the armor? Eventually meaning how many of you are kumara? Katiha shikhandam vahamanaha. How many of you have a shikha on your head? Eventually it means how many of you are brahmacharins, brahmins, or students of Gurukula. Shaktau katiha nignanaha. How many of you are capable of killing the enemy? Katiha pachamanaha. How many of you are able or have enough energy to cook? So various examples in Tachilya, Vayovachana, and Shakti have been given over here. Vyasa makes a small remark on this Vachana thing. As I mentioned in one of the previous class, all these remarks that I explicitly quote from Nyasa or Padamanjari or alone, Balamanorama alone, and so on, have to be taken as a one person argument. You should never take them as a Siddhanta. So maybe Nyasa says one thing, Tattva Bodhini says completely different, Balamanorama says yet completely different. Our idols are basically the Munitrayam. It primarily ends at Mahabhashyam. What Mahabhashyam says is the Pramanam, Brahma Vakyam for us. All these remaining things are actually helping us to go towards that goal. So Nyasa says, which makes total sense. That's why I usually write this. Otherwise, I don't write other stuff on the slide. So Vachana Grahanam Vaichitriartham. He is saying that there is no point in having the word Vachana in this sutra. Kimartham? विनापि तेन वयसि गम्यमाने प्रत्ययः लभ्यते एव वयसि च इति अस्माभिः पूर्वं दृष्टम्. सो वयसि च इति सूत्रं तत्रापि कुमारः इति एव शब्दं स्वीकृत्य महती चर्चा जाता अस्माकं तस्मिन् वर्गे. तत्रापि वयसि च इत्यत्र वयसः निर्देशः कृतः अस्ति. तत्र तु वयोवचने च इति नोक्तं. तर्हि अत्र किमर्थं वयोवचन इति उच्यते इति केवलम् एकः प्रश्नः, एकं चिन्तनं तेन कृतं. वचनग्रहणं वैचित्र्यार्थं, pointless or does not have any or is basically questionable इति अर्थः. So that's about the sutra Tachilya Vayovachana Shaktishu Chanasha. Then the bunch of sutras occurring after that, Ingdharyo, Shatrakrachini, Dvishomitre, Suyo, Yajna Sanyoge, Arhav Prashamsayam, have all been already discussed. Then there is a huge block of sheet number 6, which we will learn starting the next class. So 32134 Ithyata 32178 Akves Tachila Tadharma Tatsadhukarishu Trun and so on, all the way up to Anyebhyopi Drishyate. इति यावत्सु सर्वेषु सूत्रेषु भिन्नाः ताच्छीलिकाः प्रत्ययाः उच्यन्ते. एतेषाम् अध्ययनम् अग्रिमवर्गे कुर्मः. तत्र अन्ते क्विप् इति प्रत्ययः पाठितः अस्ति. अस्यैव क्विप् प्रत्ययस्य अनुवृत्तिः अग्रे आगच्छति. So when you finish this अन्येभ्योऽपि दृश्यते 3 to 178 and you jump back to sheet number 5 at 3 to 179, the क्विप् प्रत्यय comes as an अनुवृत्ति. So अत्र भुवः संज्ञान्तरयोः इत्यस्मिन् सूत्रे भूधातोः क्विप् इति प्रत्ययः उक्तः अस्ति. तत् सूत्रं दृष्ट्वा अग्रे गच्छामः. भुवः संज्ञान्तरयोः भवतेः धातोः संज्ञायाम् अंतरे च गम्यमाने. Samnya is a name or a specific well-known term, and antara over here means a middleman. So this is a very specific usage over here. Antara over here means a middleman. So maybe there is a money transaction happening and there is some guarantor or some middleman present over there. So that is antara. So bhavatehe dhatoho संज्ञायाम् अंतरे च गम्यमाने क्विप प्रत्ययः भवति. So भू plus क्विप, भू दीर्घ धातु अस्ति, भू plus क्विप. We have seen the क्विप प्रत्यय प्रक्रिया in details. We have come across क्विप प्रत्यय at multiple instances. This is one other. विभुः नाम कश्चित्. विभुः इति नो चेत् कौमुद्यां मित्रभुः इति उच्यते. So these are all some names, specific names of some kings or some human beings or some synonyms of some gods and so on. These are well-known terms and therefore samnya ityanena tasya grahanam bhavati. Vibhuhu nama kaschit kaumudyam mitrabhuhu nama kaschit. So that is the example for samnya, and the example for antara is a pratibhuhu, the middleman. Dhanika आधमरणयोः अन्त धनिक अधमरणयोः अंतरे यः तिष्ठति. So a guarantor which basically looks after the transaction between a donor and a giver, so, sorry, donor and a taker, a receiver. So dhanika अधमरणयोः अंतरे यः तिष्ठति सः प्रतिभूः उच्यते. So dhani, same thing in Kaumudi. Dhanika adhamaranayoho अंतरे यः तिष्ठति विश्वासार्थम, guarantor. सः प्रतिभूः इति उच्यते. पदमञ्जर्यां यस्मै ऋणं धार्यते सः धनिकः, यो धारयति सः अधमरणः. ऋणमाधमरणे we have discussed all this. तयोः अंतरे मध्ये यः तिष्ठति विश्वासार्थः सः प्रतिभूः इति उच्यते. ग्रामयोः अंतरे तिष्ठति सः न भवति. So अंतर is not any middle person. It's not a person who is standing between two gramas, between two villages. Is very specific context, the context of financial transactions where a guarantor or a middleman is present. So that is the sutram भुवः संज्ञान्तरयोः. अग्रे गच्छामः. अग्रिमसूत्रे भू इत्येव धातुः अस्ति परन्तु प्रत्ययः परिवर्त्यते. विप्रसंभ्योड्वसंज्ञायाम् इत्यनेन सह एव भू इति धातुः, परन्तु तत्र वि प्र तथा सम इति त्रयः उपसर्गाः उक्ताः सन्ति. एतेषां सर्वेषां विषये डु इति प्रत्ययः भवति. विप्रसंभ्योड्वसंज्ञायां भू इत्येव धातुः वि प्र सम इति उपसर्गाः सन्ति चेत् अतः उच्यते इत्येवं पूर्वात् भवतेः धातोः डू प्रत्ययः भवति. प्रत्यय डकारः इत्सम्यक् अस्ति. टेः इति टिलोपं कारयितुम् अभस्यापि निर्देश सामर्थ्यात् टिलोपम्. यत्र यत्र इत्सम्यकः डकारः तत्र तत्र टिलोपः. सो डू प्रत्ययः भवति न चेत् संज्ञा गम्यते. सो असंज्ञायाम्. अत्र पूर्वं सूत्रमस्ति संज्ञायाम्. That's why we could use the word vibhu over here. If it is a samnya, you have to use the previous sutram. If it is not a samnya and you have a v upasarga, you can use the next sutram. So na chet samnya gamyate vibhuhu sarvagataha iti arthaha. So this is a general word. This is not a particular samnya of a person or a god. It's just a synonym of a characteristic. So vibhuhu sarvagataha prabhuhu swami. So pra plus bhu will be prabhuhu. Understand what is happening? You have a dirgha ukara bhu plus डू. डू इत्यत्र डकारः इत्सम्यकः गच्छति. भू प्लस उ प्रत्यय से डित्वात् टिलोपे कृते भ प्लस उ विल गिव भू. सो विभुः सर्वगतः, प्रभुः स्वामी, संभुः जनिता. Janita is a producer, a creator. generator. So Vibhu, Prabhu, Sambhu, only three words are there. Vi, Pra and Sam. Vibhu, Prabhu, Sambhu इत्येतानि रूपाणि अत्र सिद्ध्यन्ति. असंज्ञायाम् इति किम्? विभुः नाम कश्चित्. तत्र कस्यचन विशेष मनुष्यस्य देवस्य पदार्थस्य नाम अस्ति चेत् तत्र विभुः इत्यत्र भुवसंज्ञां त्रयोः इत्येव सूत्रं प्रयुज्यते. डू प्रकरणे मितद्रवादिभ्य उपसंख्यानम् इति अत्र वार्तिकम्. So certain words, certain means two or three words are there. These words are also to be derived using the do pratyaya. So the do pratyaya has been given for bhu dhatu in the sutram. A few more words have been added in the vartika. Mitam dravati. Drava is to flow. Mitam is little. Who flows a little? Which water body flows very little? Ocean. So rivers typically flow to oceans, but oceans are steady. You don't see Pacific Ocean moving from one place to another. So this is just an analogy basically. Mitadru means ocean, and yet you have to somehow derive it. So mitam dravati, kinchit dravati iti mitadruhu. So maybe high tide, low tide, little bit it will move here and there, but it won't move like Ganga or Brahmaputra. So mitam dravati iti mitadruhu. तत्र मितद्रुः इत्यत्र द्रु इति धातुः तत्र डु इति प्रत्यये कृते मितद्रुः इति तत्र सिद्ध्यति. शंभुः शंकरस्य नाम शंभुः. त शं भावयति. शम इत्युक्ते सुखं, भावयति ददाति, सुखं ददाति इति शंभुः. शं भावयति इति शंभुः इति अत्र अर्थः. So understand this same bhu dhatu, but other thing, something other than vi, pra or sama has been included, and here in mitadru completely different upapada and different dhatu has been included. Kaumudim pashyamah. Ebhyah bhuvah du syat na samnyayam vibhuhu vyapakah, all pervading, prabhuhu swami, sambhuhu janita. You can use anuswara or you can use ma. This is a padanta makara. तस्य अनुस्वारे कृते पदान्तस्य तत्र अग्रे विकल्पेन परसवर्णादेशः भवति. शम्भुः जनिता. संज्ञायां तु विभुः नाम कश्चित्. सेम थिंग इज बीइंग रिपीटेड. मितद्रवादिभ्य उपसंख्यानम्. मितं द्रवति इति मितद्रुः ओशन. शतद्रुः शतं द्रवति goes for 100 miles, kilometers, yojanas or whatever. Satlaj river, name of a river, शतद्रुः. शंभुः शम भावयति. भावयति इत्युक्ते makes other people happy. So bhu अत्र णिच् प्रत्ययस्य अर्थे तत्र प्रयोगः कृतः अस्ति. सुखं ददाति, सुखं भावयति इति अर्थः तत्र अंतर्भावित ण्यर्थः. When the original dhatu embeds the meaning of the णिच् pratyaya in it, it is called अंतर्भावित ण्यर्थः. So अंतर्भावित ण्यर्थः अत्र भवति. अनेन प्रकारेण अत्र विप्रसंज्ञो ड्वसंज्ञायाम् इति सूत्रे डु इति प्रत्ययः दत्तः अस्ति. One question over here, actually it's a very silly question, and but I still want to bring it up. Thankfully nobody asked this, but I still want to bring it up. There is a sutram called adirnyatudavaha. In itsamnya prakaranam you have bhuadayo dhatavah upadeshe ajananasikaita halantyam na vibhaktau tusmaha and adirnyatudavaha. So adirnyatudavaha ityatra do iti adihi asti chet tasya it samnya bhavati. So according to that sutram adirnyatudavaha, this entire do should completely evaporate because tasya adivarnasya adaus adisthale do iti asti tasya it samnya bhavati. The patent answer to this particular question is adirnyatudavaha is only for dhatus. प्रत्ययस्य आदौ विद्यमानः टू, सॉरी धातोः आदौ विद्यमानः टू डू तथा ञि. लेट्स एक्चुअली गो टू दैट सूत्रम. आदिर्निटुडवः आदिर्निटुडवः धातोः आदौ विद्यमानः ञि टू तथा डू इति इत्संज्ञकः भवति. लेट्स टेक अ लुक एट द कमेंट्री. ये टूडु इत्येषां समुदायानाम् आदितः वर्तमानानाम् इत्संज्ञा भवति. सिद्धान्त कौमुदी सेज उपदेशेः धातोः आद्या एते स्युः. So typical understanding is that this particular sutram is only applicable for dhatus. This is a general understanding, and obviously general means this is the only understanding, and that is the reason he says dhatoho. But Kaumudi does not seem to say anything in this context about dhatoho. There is also no anuvrutti of dhatoho anywhere in this particular sutram, or at least, I mean, I don't see people bringing the anuvrutti of dhatavaha from bhuvadayo dhatavaha into adini to davaha. It is purely by convention, it is purely by understanding that this do is only for dhatus, not for pratyayas. Why? Because if he wanted this do for pratyayas, he could have, instead of saying shaf pratyasya, he could have said adini to davaha pratyasya. So agrima sutre pratyagrhanena atra pratyah nasti iti prayah spashti bhavati. Atah atra adinirvah iti dhatoho vishaye eva. This is again discussed as one opinion somewhere in the commentary. Nothing comes from my brain. Everything is discussed at one or the other points in the commentary. One common or acceptable argument is to say that there is a pratyaya right in the next sutra, which essentially hints to the fact that adinitudavaha is not for pratyayas. Second is, or in fact, based on that particular argument itself, and based on the applicable usages, one can very conveniently add the word dhatoho over here. So bottom line, viprasambhyo dvasamnyayam ityatra du iti pratyah adirnitudava ityanena itsamnyaka न भवति तस्य प्रारंभे विद्यमानः डकारः तु चुटु इत्यनेन इत्संज्ञां प्राप्नोति तस्य लोपं कृत्वा उ इति अवशिष्यते. अग्रे गच्छामः. We'll probably have to run little fast. अग्रे ट्रन् इति प्रत्ययः अस्ति. विप्रसंभ्योड्वसंज्ञायाम् इति अभवत्. एतानि सर्वाणि सूत्राणि अद्य अस्माभिः पठितव्यानि. तत्र धक् कर्मणि ट्रन् इति सूत्रं. ट्रन् इति प्रत्ययः कर्मणि कारके प्रयुज्यते. Most of the sutras are used in the kartari by kartari kruta. When he wants to give a different karaka, he will explicitly add that karaka. So dhak karmani shtran. Shtran iti pratyah karmani karake prayujyate. Dhet pane तथा दुधाय धारण पोषण योहो. Both of these are included when he says dhaha. So dhet pane दुधाय धारण पोषण योहो इत्येतयो इत्येताभ्यां धातुभ्यां कर्मकारकस्य निर्देशार्थं श्ट्रन इति प्रत्ययः भवति. अत्र कः विशेषः ज्ञातव्यः? श्ट्रन इति प्रत्ययः मूलरूपेण तकारादिः अस्ति. इट इज त्रन. त प्लस र प्लस अ प्लस न त्रन. तत्र षकारः इत्संज्ञकः स्थाप्यते. अतः ष्टुत्वं कृत्वा तत्र श्ट्रन इति सिद्ध्यति. सो श्ट्रन प्रत्ययः वस्तुतः तकारादि प्रत्ययः. षकारस्य उपस्थितौ टकारस्य ष्टुत्वे टकारे कृते. सो तकारस्य ष्टुत्वे टकारे कृते श्ट्रन् इति विधानं क्रियते. एंड देयरफॉर निमित्तापाये नैमित्तिकस्य पायः तत्र आदि सोपाने प्रक्रियायाम् आदि सोपाने शकार निवृत्तौ ष्टुत्व निवृत्ति तत्र तकारः आगच्छति. सो यू गेट त्रन instead of shtrana. So understand this, the pratyaya is actually trana. What you hear in the forums is tra and not shtra. तत्र शकारः किमर्थं स्थापितः अस्ति? षिद् गौरादिभ्यश्च इत्यनेन स्त्रीत्व विवक्षायां स्त्रीत्वं द्योतयितुं नीष इति स्त्री प्रत्ययः भवेत् इति तत्र ज्ञापयितुं शकारः स्थापितः अस्ति. Whenever you have a sh in the pratyaya, it indicates that nish will be the stri pratyaya added in front. So that's the purpose of shakara. One purpose of shakara. Shrid gauradibhyo nish iti nish iti tatra vidhanam kriyate. So shtran pratyay nimittapaya nimittikasya paya shtutvam nivartyate tran iti bhavati. Now this is the takaradi pratyaya tran, and therefore by ardha dhatukasya idvaladehe tatra idagamasya prasakti asti. Takaradi pratyay means there will be idagama tavya tavyat tavatu and so on. So takaradi pratyay asti chet tatra idagamasya prasakti bhavati. Thankfully dhet is anit, dudhai is anit. So both of these dhatus are anit, and therefore you do not need any kind of idagama over here. Not just that, if you actually go to the idagama prakaranam, I think we have this sutram, we have the list of all idagama related sutras. We did it in the nishtha pratyas. So if you go to that idagama related step, there is this second sutram over here, ti tu tra ta tha si su sarakaseshu. You can see that tra pratyaya over here, that is an indicator of trana, which is nothing but strana. अतः अनेन सूत्रेण कृदन्त प्रक्रियाम् इत्युक्ते सर्वत्रैव इडागम निषेधः क्रियते. सो त्रन प्रत्ययस्य विषये विशेषरूपेण इडागम निषेधः अपि आचार्यैः कृतः अस्ति. So in the current case, what is happening is that the dhatus are themselves anit, so there is no question of idagama. But at some other point in time, if you come across a strana pratyaya for a set dhatu, तत्र आर्धधातुकस्य इडवलादेः इति इडागमे प्राप्ते तितु त्रथसि थसि सुसरकसेषु इत्यनेन तस्य निषेधः भवति. So actually in Kaumudi, two sutras later we have that particular sutram in the Kaumudi sequence. Ti tu tra ta tha si su sar kaseshu. Bunch of pratyas have been given one after the other. That's why I'm pronouncing it like that. Ti tu tra ta tha si su sar kaseshu. So these are the list of pratyas. Some of these are krut pratyas, some of these are unadi pratyas. Etesham sarvesham vishaye tatra idagama nishidyate. So most of these are actually unadi. The first pratyay of this particular list, tra pratyay, is what we are seeing right now. We will keep on revisiting this sutra again and again when we look at other pratyayas of this list. So atra tra iti shtrana iti pratyayah asmabhi drishyate. उणादिषु अपि कश्चन श्ट्रन इति प्रत्ययः अस्ति, तस्यापि अनेनैव ग्रहणं भवति. So anyway, in this case doesn't matter because dhatus are also anit, so it doesn't matter. So dhet no chet dudhaye, tatra dha plus shtrana, dha plus trana, dhatra, and because there is a shit pratyaya, I added nish on it, dhatri iti tatra shabda siddhyati. Dhatri is a female or a lady who is specifically appointed for milking the newly born baby. She will feed her milk to that particular by the baby will feed the or drink the milk from her. So shishuna dhiyate, shishuna piyate iti dhatri. That's the karma karaka. So shishu is the karta of the pan action and the dhatri is the karma. The baby drinks the dhatri. So drinks the milk of is adhyarata over here. Baby drinks the milk of dhatri. So dhatri is actually karma over here. So dhiyate iti dhatri, the one whose milk or the one on whom the drinking happens is dhatri. Shishuhu dhatrim dhayati. नो चेत् धारयति, धारणपोषणयोः धारयति इति अपि तत्र अर्थः भवितुम् अर्हति. बोथ वेज. सो तत्र धात्री इति शब्दः सिद्ध्यति. धयतेः दधातेः च कर्मणि कारके ष्ट्रन् प्रत्ययः भवति. शकारः ङीषर्थः. धयन्ति तां ददति वा भैषज्यार्थम् इति धात्री. स्तनदायिनी आमलकी च उच्यते. स्तनदायिनी, the one who gives the milk, and amalaki च उच्यते, the specific I think fruit which is used as a medicine. So bhaishajyartham, for example. Dhetah dhayascha karmanyarthe štran syat. And then there is a list of meanings, various meanings attributed to the word dhatri. So janani, amalaki, vasumati, prithvi. Vasumati, upamatrushu. So upamata, main mother, and this is upamother, secondary mother. Upamatrushu इति अत्र सर्वाणि सर्वे अर्थाः धात्री शब्दस्य विषये उक्ताः सन्ति. There is one question over here. Antima nakaraha kimartham na lupyate pratyये. Avashyam lupyate. So this is definitely a typo. Thank you very much. So atra shakarasya lopah karaniya, tadrusham nakarasya api lopah karaniya. So obviously this is a typo. It should be dha plus tra dhatra. So avashya atra nakarah lupyate. Agre gacchamaha. So this was one place where the shtrana pratyay is used. We have shtrana pratyay in two more sutras. So dhak karmani shtrana, damni shasa yu yujastu tu dasi sicha miha pata dashanah karane. This actually sutras in this Tachilika section and little bit later than that are actually tongue twisters, and your speech will improve if you memorize these. So specifically sutras in this Tachila Prakranam, Samprachanurdhangyamang, or towards the end, Swapitrushnornajing, Shruvandyoraruhu, very beautiful pronunciations. I myself like that. I myself like this. Just keep on saying this when I have no other work to do. Very nice tongue twisters, specifically in the Tachilika sections. Anyway, so coming here, dam ni shas you just tu the si cha miha pata dashanah karणे sahashtran pratyayah karणे कारके प्रयुज्यते. So earlier it was कर्मणि, इदानीं करणे कारके भिन्नाः धातवः दत्ताः सन्ति, किमपि नास्ति सूत्रे, भिन्नाः धातवः दाप नि शस यु युज स्तु तु द सि च मिह पत दशनः करणे इत्येतेभ्यः धातुभ्यः करणे कारके श्ट्रन् इति प्रत्ययः भवति. सर्वाणि रूपाणि अत्र दष्टानि सन्ति, एतेषां सर्वेषां वृत्तिलेखनं तथा च सिद्धिः इति अद्यतन गृहकार्यम् अपि अस्ति. So all these words you derive them. I can quickly run through the meanings or say vritti for one or two others. So dati, first is dapa lavane, to cut. Dati anena, because it is karane, the vritti will always be anena. Anena, you are indicating the karana over here. So dati anena iti datram, knife. Nayati anena iti netram. Devadatta takes his body everywhere because he can navigate the world using his eyes. Nayati anena iti netram. Shansyati anena iti shastram. Similarly, yoktram. So yoktram and yoktram, both these words are used in the sense of a rope that is used to tie animals, bulls for example. Stotram, very well known word. Stuyate anena iti stotram. Tudyate anena iti totram. Tadanasya dandaha. Similarly, for all other verbs, you can keep on doing this. Setram ityanena metal chain iti atra artha asti. Sektram ksharane. So shriya bandhane, that setram badhyate anena, the metal chain. Sektram sichyate anena iti sinchate anena iti sektram. Bucket used to water the plants iti artha asti. Miha sechane, to sprinkle, or more common meaning is to urinate. So me drum, the miyate anena iti me drum upasthaha iti arthaha. Patram gamyate anena iti patram, vehicle rathaha iti arthaha. Dashyate anena damshtra, a long tooth iti अर्थः अस्ति. अत्र दश धातोः विषये स्त्रीत्वे विवक्षिते द्रंष्ट्रा इति टाप प्रत्ययः भवति, यतः अजाद्यतष्टाप् इत्यत्र विद्यमाने अजादिगणे अयं शब्दः स्वीक्रियते. So otherwise it would become niche because there is a shakara in the pratyaya. Shtran इत्यत्र शकारः अस्ति, अतः दंष्ट्री इति भवेत्, परन्तु वस्तुतः दंष्ट्रा इति भवति, अजादिगणे अस्ति, अजाद्यतष्टाप् इत्यत्र, अतः टाप प्रत्ययः भवति. Another interesting point is that this particular sutram says miha pata dashanah karane. The original dhatu is actually damsha. In the entire prakriya, there is no anunasika lopa anywhere. You start with damsha, you add shtran pratyaya, the final form is damshtra. There is no per point, or there is nothing that will give an anunasika lopa. However, the sutra gives the sh with anunasika lopa, with the lopa of nakara, and the reason of that, as given by commentaries, is damshehe anunasika lopena etad jnapyate yat kutrachit anyatra anunasika lopah bhavati. Generally, anunasika lopa will happen for a kit and nit pratyaya, that we know. Aniditam halopadhaya kingiti ityatat anunasika lopa bhavati. अत्र कित् प्रत्ययपि नास्ति, ङित् प्रत्ययपि नास्ति. अतः वस्तुतः अत्र दंश इत्येव भवेत्, परन्तु पाणिनिना अत्र दश इति उक्तमस्ति. एतादृशं दश इत्येव निर्देशः अस्य ज्ञापकं यत् किङितः अन्यस्मिन् विषये अपि तत्र न लोपः क्वचित् भवति. Some of the other cases, even when there is a non-kit or non-ङित् pratyaya, you can do a nalopa, and therefore for lyuta pratyaya, even if it is not kit and not ngita, you can see the nakara lopa happening, and dashanam, the action of biting, iti very well known word asti. Damshanam api tatra samyak eva, dashanam iti api samyak eva, tatra dashanam ityatra prakriyayam kutrapi kenapi sutrena numag nakarasya lopaha na bhavati. Ayam lopaha कथं साधुत्वं प्राप्नोति इति चेत् अत्र अस्मिन् सूत्रे दश इति निर्देशः अनुनासिक विरहितः निर्देशः अस्ति। अयं निर्देशः अस्य ज्ञापकं ल्युट् प्रत्ययस्य विषये अन्यत्रापि कुत्रचित् अयं नकारलोपः अवश्यं भवितुमर्हति. So I'll talk about this when we go to lit pratyay again. But darshanam and damshanam both are actually acceptable. Some people don't agree to that particular last jnapana and all that. For them, damshanam is the only acceptable form. Some people agree to it. They say darshanam is also acceptable form. Finally, nah ityatra nadri footwear iti arthah bhavitum arhati. Davadehe stran syat karane arthe. So you can derive all this later on as a part of homework. Agre gacchamaha. This ti, tu, tra, ta, and so on I have already discussed. Agrimam sutram stran pratyasya vishayam eva asti. Halasu karayoho puvaha iti sutrena atra pung dhatoho vishaye पूय धातोः विषये च strana इति प्रत्ययः भवति. हलसु करयो पुवः. पू is पूंग तथा पुय इत्येतयोः उभयोः ग्रहणम् अस्मात् धातोः करणे कारके. अगेन वी हैव करणे कमिंग अप एज एन अनुवृत्ति. करणे कारके स्ट्रन इति प्रत्ययः भवति. कदा भवति? हल तथा सुकर. सुकर इज पिग. पिग एतयोः अवयव रूपेण अस्य प्रयोगः भवति. सो हल इत्युक्ते प्लॉ और व्हाटएवर. Okay, I think somebody was saying slides are not visible, but hopefully they are visible now. Anyway, so hal iti krushi vastu. So the instrument for farming, plow, I think, and sukara is the pig. So hala tatha sukara एतयोः अवयवस्य सामान्यरूपेण मुखस्य निर्देशार्थं पू धातोः अत्र करणे स्ट्रन् प्रत्ययः भवति. सो हलस्य सूकरस्य च मुखं तत्र potram iti shabda siddhiti. So your pu and you have strana. Strana becomes tra. Pu plus tra gunam krutva potra iti rupam siddhati. So potram mukham iti arthaha. We have to somehow derive the meaning. So pu iti dhatuhu pavane shuddhikaranam. Cleansing, cleaning up ityasmin arthe prayujyate. So when the hala is used on the farming land, the litter gets cleaned. So potram, so that mukha will be called potram. Similarly, a pig typically grazes on the garbage, and as a result of it, it helps in cleaning up the garbage. Therefore, sukarasya mukham api potram iti uchyate. Somehow these meanings have been stretched out. We never know whether they are correct or eventually we have to justify somehow these words. So tatra potram iti shabdaha halasukarayoh puha ittinena siddhyati tadrisha atra prayoktavyaha. Mukham iti uchyate. पूं पुयोः करणे स्ट्रन् स्यात् तच्चेत् करणं हलसूकरयोः अवयवः. सो केन तत्र शुद्धीकरणं भवति, केन पूयते, तर्हि हलस्य अवयवः अस्ति तेन पूयते, सूकरस्य अवयवः अस्ति तेन पूयते. अतः तच्चेत् करणं हलसूकरयोः अवयवः हलस्य सूकरस्य वा पोत्रं मुखम् इति तत्र अर्थः. अग्रे गच्छामः. हलसूकरयोः पुवः अत्र स्ट्रन् प्रत्ययः समाप्तः. अग्रे केवलम् एकः एव प्रत्ययः अवशिष्टः. इत्र इत्येव प्रत्ययः. तत्र त्रीणि सूत्राणि. तदनन्तरं च वर्तमानार्थे क्त प्रत्ययः अस्माभिः पूर्वमेव दृष्टः अस्ति. अतः तत्र अर्तिलूधूसु खनसहचर इत्रः. Again, do not speak this as arti ludhu sukhanasahachara. So this is not the correct way to pronounce it. Arati ludhu sukha nasa hachara. That's, I mean, is eventually the same, but that's only going to add to the confusion. Please pronounce it exactly the way I am pronouncing, or better, you have that audio given to you. Those of you who are memorizing, properly with proper efforts, we have provided all the audios to you. Exactly, you should pronounce the way is there in the audios. Arti ludhu sukha nasa hachara itraha. Atra इति प्रत्ययः अर्ति रूगतौ लू छेदने टू कट धू विधूनने सु प्रेरणे खन अवधारणे अवधारणे सह मर्षणे एंड चर गतिभक्षणयोः एतेषां सर्वेषां विषये अत्र करणे कारके, that करणे अनुवृत्ति is coming all the way till here. इत्र इति प्रत्ययः भवति. इ प्लस त्र, तत्र इत्र इति प्रत्ययः भवति. He gives ikara as a part of pratyaya so that we don't have to worry about idagama at all. He directly gives ikara as a part of pratyaya. Sarvatra eva ikarah tatra agacchati, dhatu set bhavet anit bhavet, tatra ikarah agacchati, but this is not idagama. Ikara is there in the pratyaya. So ru gatau luya chedane and so on, karane karake itra pratyaya bhavati. Again, because it is karane karana karake, you have to use you have to use anena iti vrittihi. So aritram se ruyate, I don't remember now, iryate, sorry, iryate anena iti aritram. So gatau iti dhatuhu, ru iti dhatuhu, tatra shtran iti pratyaya. Aritra is a blade of a boat or a sheep which is used to go ahead in the river or in the sea. It rotates and then it pushes the water aside and then goes ahead. So that's aritra. Luya chedane, lunati anena. You can use kartari prayoga or karmani prayoga. Basically, eventually you are going to indicate the karana. So lunati anena iti avitram iti lavitram. This is typing mistake. In Kaumudi it's written correctly. Lavitram. So lunati anena iti lavitram. Tool of farming. So sickle iti uchyate. Farming tool avitram. Dhu vidhunane. Vidhunane is to shake. So hand fan. Typically those fans where you take them in the hand and shake the handle of the fan so that the blade on the top or whatever paper or whatever piece of the cloth on the top moves and then you get the wind. So that's dhavitra. The handle of that hand fan is called dhavitra. So dhu vidhunane, to shake. The air gets shaked because of that. So dhavitram. Shu prerane savitram. The instrument or the whatever medical instrument used in delivery in extracting the baby out of the body. Savitram. Khana avadarane. Khanitram. Well known word. Shovel that is used to dig up something. Sahamarshane. Sahitram. Charagati bhakshanayoho. Charitram. Etebhyaha sarvatra. So this basically are the forms of the tra pratyaya. Some of the itra pratyaya. Some of these are also there in the exam, in the homework today. Agrimam sutram. So I think only two new sutras are remaining. Puvasamnyayam and Kartari Charshi Devatayoho. And somebody is asking what is Charitra. Charitra can be considered history. Charitra can be considered as conduct, behavior, characteristics. So actually, these meanings can somehow be justified. So chara gati bhakshana yoho. So you go by your character. So your image or whatever your conduct or whatever you in the society are perceived as per your character. So charati anena, you traverse your way in the society on the account of your character. So charati anena iti charitram इति अत्र सामान्यरूपेण तत्र व्युत्पत्तिः दीयते. अग्रे अस्ति पुवस्संज्ञायाम् एंड कर्तरि चर्षि देवतयोः. Only two sutras. पुवस्संज्ञायाम् पूंग पुयो, same two dhatus that we saw earlier, halasu karayoh puvaha. पुवस्संज्ञायाम् पूंग पुयोः सामान्येन ग्रहणं, same two dhatus. पवतेः धातोः करणे कारके इत्र प्रत्ययः भवति. Same thing is coming. See, करणे कारके इत्र प्रत्ययः भवति. It's written over here. करणे कारके इत्र प्रत्ययः भवति. पूंग तथा पुञ् एतयोः धातोः विषये समुदायेन चेत संज्ञा गम्यते. So basically very specific words used in the language are being derived over here. You should not use this sutra for anything other than that. So darbha pavitram. So darbha ityasmin arthe, the one that we usually wear in the anamika or in the ring finger during a religious ceremony, that is called a pavitra. So it's a grass blade, you make a ring out of it and you put it in your anamika. That's pavitra. So that's a samnya of that particular ring. That's what is being told over here. Darbha pavitram. Pu iti dhatuhu pavitram karoti. No chet bhavan pavitraha bhavati. Ataha atra karana karakam. That's an instrument of purifying somebody. Punati anena iti pavitram darbha iti samnya. सो संज्ञायाम् इत्यनेन केवलं पवित्रम् अयं शब्दः केवलं दर्भः इत्यस्मिन् अर्थे, नो चेत् बर्हिष् the long wooden spoon which is used to put ghee in a yajna. So that is also called pavitra. Again, that spoon is used as an instrument for purifying the environment, for example, or the ghee, for example, or the yajna, for example. So tatra barhish iti arthaha pavitram iti tatra शब्दः सिद्ध्यति. So Kaumudi gives both of these. Pavitram ityasya arthadvayam. One is in the context of darbha and one is context of barhish, the ghee being put using that particular rod. So yena ajam utpuyate, the rod with which the ghee is poured in the yajna. Yat cha anamika veshtanam, the one that is worn around the ring finger in the religious ceremony, darbha. So these are basically two usages of the word pavitra given by Puvaha Samnyayam. अन्तिमं सूत्रम्, अन्तिमम् इत्युक्ते इतोपि सूत्रद्वयम् अस्ति, परन्तु नूतनम् अन्तिमं सूत्रं कर्तरिचर्षि देवतयोः पुवः इति वर्तते. सो सेम पुवः धातु, पु इति धातु इत्युक्ते पु और पुंग और पुञ्, पुवः इति वर्तते. पुवः करणे कर्तरि च इत्र प्रत्ययः भवति. सो कर्तरि च, so karne will come as an anuvritti and kartari is being added. So kartari cha rushi devatayoho, rushihi iti sandarbha, devata iti anyah sandarbha. What Kashika does is he does a one-to-one mapping. So rushi devatayoho yatha sankhyan sambandha. So what is coming? Karne is coming. He assigns it to rushi, and what is added over here? Kartari is added. He assigns it to devata. So Rushau Karane Devatayam Kartari. So again, because it is the same dhatu, same word has been derived. Pavitra ityeva tatra shabdaha siddhyati, tasya bhinnaha arthaha atra anena sutrena dattaha santi. Rushihi ityasmin arthe pavitra iti shabdaha karane karake prayujyate. Puyate anena iti pavitraha ayam rushihi. So a mantra, understand how this beautifully is being organized. Puyate anena. So Rushi is the instrument of purifying the world. He is not the karta of purifying the world. He is the instrument of the purifying the world. Because Rushi karane prayujyate. So we usually say that Rishis are mantra drashtas. The mantra automatically comes to their mind. They are not composing any mantras. They are seers of these mantras. They see the mantras in their dhyanam. So the point over here is that the ultimate power of the universe wants to purify the universe, and he uses the Rushi as a mechanism, as a karana for that purification. He gives those mantras to those Rushis, through which then the mantra spreads everywhere and the universe gets purified. So puyate anena iti pavitraha ayam rushihi. Rushi is the karana, instrument of the action of purification. The actual entity that is doing the purification is mantra, or the divine power that is giving the mantra. Devatayam agnihi pavitram samam punatu. So ayam agnihi pavitraha. So in context of devatas, the word pavitra is used to represent Agni. It is the Kartari usage. Punati saha pavitraha Agnihi. So the one that purifies is Agni. Agni eventually purifies everything. So one that purifies is Agni. So Kaumudi, Puvaha itrasya turushau karane devatayam kartari rushir veda mantraha tad uktam rushina iti darshanat. Rushina iti darshanat. So he gets the darshana of that particular mantra. Tad uktam rushina iti darshanat. Puyate anena iti pavitram. So that's the karana aspect. देवतायां तु अग्नि पवित्रं समां पुनातु तत्र कर्तरि अस्ति. अतः कर्तरि चर्षि देवतयोः इत्यत्र करणे तथा इति अनुवृत्तिः कर्तरि इति सूत्रे एव तत्र यथासंख्यं सम्बन्धः ऋषि इति करणे इत्यनेन सह अन्वेति. देवता इति कर्तरि इत्यनेन सह अन्वेति इति सर्वं काशिकाकारस्य मतं। परन्तु तत्र तत्त्वबोधिनी इज अ कमेंट्री ऑन कौमुदी, तत्त्वबोधिन्यां किमुच्यते, काशिकाकारेण यथासंख्यं व्याचष्टे ऋषौ कर्णे। सो अकॉर्डिंग टू काशिकाकारा इट इज वन टू वन मैपिंग, परंतु भाष्यकार somewhere else, Bhashyakara and Kayyata, both of these in some completely different context say that this is not Yatha Sankhya, this can be any random combination. So Kartari can be Rishi or Devata, Karane can be Rishi or Devata. So either of them is possible. So that's what Tattva Bodhini clarifies. Kashika karena yatha sankhyam vyachaste rushau karane iti कर्तरी कृद इति सूत्रस्थ भाष्य कय्यटयोः तु यथा संख्यम न इति गम्यते. So in the कर्तरी कृत सूत्रम भाष्यकार and तदनुषंगेन प्रदीपकारः कय्यटः एतयोः मतेन तु अत्र यथासंख्यं नास्ति. And he has not read Sutra Bhashya or Kayyata. He says that this is written in Shabda Kaustubha. So multiple levels of indirection. So there is a different sutram called Kartari Kruta, the Bhashya, then the commentary on that, and that particular commentary and Bhashya says that something is written somewhere Shabda Kaustubha. So iti Shabda Kaustubhe sthitam iti atra. He's basically saying that there are multiple types of opinions. Otherwise, he'll just outrightly say that Kashika Karana iti uktam asti iti na satyam or whatever. But here, see the weird thing. He does not say Sutrastha Bhashya Kayyatayoho iti matam asti. So he's saying Shabda Kaustubha says that Bhashya and Kayyata has this. Therefore, atra etadrusham yathasankham asti va iti atra prashnaha ityeva saha vadati. Shabda Kaustubha is a commentary on Mahabhashya written by Bhattoji Dikshita. So tatra Dikshitena idam matam atra uktamasti. So कर्तरि च ऋषिदेवतयोः अग्रिमं सूत्रद्वयं नीतक्तः and matibuddhi pujarthebhyascha, and that technically completes the purva krudanta because that's where 3.2 ends. So in Kaumudi, purva krudanta ends at kartari charshi devatayoho. So if you actually go to kartari charshi devatayoho, you can see iti purva krudanta prakaranam. So Siddhanta Kaumudi ends purva krudanta at kartari charshi devatayo. Obviously, because this sheet number 6, which is also in Purva Krudanta, it is embedded inside sheet number 5. So both Kashika and Kaumudi, they will go till Arhav Prashamsayam, then they will take this entire Tachilika section, and then they will come back to Bhuvasamnyantrayoho, and then Nitaktaha and Matibuddhi Pujarthebhyasha have already been discussed in case of Nishtha Pratyas. So at Kartari Charshi Devatayoho, you end the Purva Krudanta. So Kaumudi's Purva Krudanta ends at Kartari Charshi Devatayoho. Kashika's Purva Krudanta, I mean, there is no such difference as Purva Krudanta, but if you say Kashika's Purva Krudanta, it will end at Matibuddhi Pujarthebhyascha. Our Purva Krudanta has not yet ended. We have yet entire sheet number 6 to cover up, which will take a few classes. परंतु तस्मात् पूर्वं तत्र नीतक्तः मतिबुद्धिपूजार्थेभ्यश्च इति सूत्रद्वयस्य व्याख्यानं पठामः. एतत् सर्वं पूर्वं मया पाठितम् अस्ति, अतः पुनः तत्र किमपि नूतनमेव किमपि न्यूनमेव वदामि तदेव वरं. यी इत् अस्य असौ नीत, नीतः धातोः वर्तमाने अर्थे क्त प्रत्ययः भवति. भूते निष्ठा विहिता वर्तमाने न प्राप्नोति इति विधीयते. सो तत्र निष्ठा इति सूत्रेण तु भूते प्रत्ययः तत्र विहितः अस्ति, इदानीं वर्तमाने अपि भवति. ईविदा स्नेहने मिन्नः क्षुविन्नः ईदृशा दृष्टः. We have seen all this. One thing which I also mentioned at that particular point, I also want to remind it right now, that this ordering is kind of confusing. Yi taktaha is in the vartamanikta, it is not kartarikta. You can see there is an immediate word kartari before that. One might think of taking it as an anuvrutti. That is not how it happens. Remember, kta pratyay is used in various senses. You have vartamane, bhute, kala samanye, then you have adikarmani, adhikarane, bhave, and so on. So there are multiple such combinations, and it is very common to get confused. Atra kta pratyayah nitaktaha tatha matibuddhi pujarthebhyascha इत्येताभ्याम द्वाभ्याम सूत्राभ्याम उक्तः क्त प्रत्ययः वर्तमाने अस्ति कर्तरि नास्ति. There is a gatyartha karmaka shlishashing stha sajana jiryatibhyascha. There is a different sutram that will give a kartarik ta pratyaya. This is a vartamane ta pratyaya. So antimam sutram tatra mati buddhi pujarthebhyascha matihi ichha. You would like to have, I have given this example. There is a well-known pandita and all the kings would like to have him in their own assembly. So matihi ichha buddhihi jnanam puja satkaraha एतदर्थेभ्यः धातुभ्यः वर्तमानार्थे क्त प्रत्ययः भवति. सामान्यरूपेण प्रसिद्धपदार्थस्य निर्देशार्थम् अयं प्रयोगः दृश्यते. राज्ञां मतः, राज्ञाम् इष्टः, राज्ञां बुद्धः, राज्ञां ज्ञातः. All this is applicable to a scholar. For example, a scholar is wanted by all the kings in their assembly. A scholar is well known by all the kings, and a scholar is well respected by all the kings. Pujitah, architah, and so on. मतिबुद्धि पूजार्थेभ्यश्च इत्यत्र अनुक्त समुच्चयार्थः चकारः. एतदपि पूर्वम् अस्माभिः दृष्टं. तत्र कारिका भाष्ये एका कारिका विद्यते, तस्याः अपि अध्ययनं कृतं. शीलितो रक्षितक्षान्त आकृष्टो जुष्ट इत्यपि रुष्टस्य रुषितश्चोभावभिव्याहृत इत्यपि. रुष्टतुष्टौ तथा कान्तस्तथोभौ संयतोद्यतौ कष्टं भविष्यति. So kashta word is used in the bhavishyati kale. Ityahu amrutah purvat smrutah. And then Kashika gives similar the explanation of these particular karikas. A few more words that are not in the karikas: tatha, suptaha, shaitaha, ashitaha, liptaha, truptaha. So again, this is a fuzzy line. This is a gray area. तत्र प्रयोगं दृष्ट्वा एवं तत्र निर्णयः करणीयः. कौमुदीं पश्यामः. मतिः इह इच्छा बुद्धेः पृथुकुपादानात् राज्ञां मतः इष्टः तैः इष्यमाणः. All this has already been taught. You need to go back and revise if you don't remember. बुद्धः विदितः पूजितः अर्चितः चकारः अनुक्त समुच्चयार्थः शीलितो रक्षतक्षान्त आकृष्टो जुष्ट इत्यादि. And with this we complete the fifth of the sheet in our list of 12 sheets. वर्तमान काल निर्देशकाः. तत्र यथा मया पूर्वम् उक्तं प्रारंभिकानि षट् करपत्राणि पूर्वकृदन्ताः इति नाम्ना ज्ञायन्ते. तदनन्तरं विद्यमानि षट् करपत्राणि उत्तरकृदन्ताः नाम्ना ज्ञायन्ते. तत्र कौमुद्याः पूर्वकृदन्ते विद्यमानम् अन्तिमं सूत्रं तु अस्माभिः पठितं, परन्तु तत्र मध्ये विद्यमानानि सूत्राणि इदानीं न पठितानि. तेषां पृथक् रूपेण ताच्छीलिकेषु अस्माभिः सङ्कलनं कृतमस्ति. किमर्थं कृतमस्ति एतत् तस्मिन् समये विस्तरेण वदामि. पूर्वमपि एकवारम् उक्तमस्ति, बहुवारम् उक्तमस्ति. तत् तस्मिन् समये पुनरेकवारं पश्यामः. So from the next class we will start with Tatshilikas. I have a couple of announcements, but before that let's actually go to the exercise. वर्तमाने शानन् चानश् क्विप् डूष् ट्रन् इत्रक्त प्रत्ययः कृद्वृत्तिं लिखित्वा रूपाणि ससूत्रं साधयत. So 10 questions. You have been given dhatu, you have been given pratyaya, you have been given final form. Tatra vrittihi lekhaniya. I have explicitly written this because many times in the homework we forget writing vrittis. You have to explicitly write vritti over here and then derive these forms. This is first question. Second question is for those of you who are who have inquisitive nature and would like to go in the commentary and learn something new. So dhak karmanishtran iti sutram adyatana varge asmabhi drustam. Let's go to this sutram. Dhatri iti shabdah tatra siddhyati. Dhak karmanishnan iti sutram asmabhi drustam. So in this particular sutra, the word karmani is used to indicate the karmani karaka. So karmani karake atra pratyah bhavati. If you compare a similar sutram like karmanyana, kumbhakara and so on words are derived all the way at the beginning of sheet number 3, karmanyana. So atra asmin sutre karmani uppapade tatra pratyah uktah asti. So the same word karmani is used to indicate uppapada in this particular sutram karmanyana, and the same word karmani is used to indicate karmani karaka in this particular sutram dhak karmanishtran. अतः तत्र कश्चन प्रश्नः अत्र गृहकार्ये दत्तः अस्ति. धक् कर्मनिष्ठ्रन् इत्यत्र कर्मणि इति शब्दः उपपदरूपेण न स्वीक्रियते अपि तु प्रत्ययार्थरूपेण स्वीक्रियते. नॉट लाइक कर्मण्यण बट डिफरेंट. प्रत्ययार्थरूपेण स्वीक्रियते. किमर्थम्? अस्य कारणम् अस्यैव सूत्रस्य न्यास व्याख्याने दत्तमस्ति. If you open न्यास, it's very small 3 lines of commentary, but he gives a some reason where he finally concludes tasmat कर्मणि इति प्रत्ययार्थः एव न उपपदम. So it is not an upapada, it is pratyayartha only. Now because one of the goals of our course is to be able to read and understand commentaries on our own, this is an exercise that will help you move towards that. अस्य कारणम् अस्यैव सूत्रस्य न्यासव्याख्याने दत्तमस्ति, तत् पठित्वा स्वभाषया स्पष्टीकुरुत. So nothing more. I am not asking you to read 100 lines and study 3 lines on the screen, maybe 6 lines, 7 lines on your mobile phone. That's all that I want you to read. And if at this stage, if you are not able to read this part of the commentary and understand it, then there is no point in attending further classes. You need to go back and revise. We have covered so much, so detailed portion that you should be able to read, understand, interpret these on your own. Take help of dictionary if you don't understand one or the other word, but you should be able to interpret this on your own. So please sign up for these 2 homeworks today, and with this we complete 5th sheet. The only one sheet that is remaining is Tachilikaha. Now I have some other commitments, office work, and some other few things. Therefore, next week I won't be able to conduct any classes, and most likely the week after that also I won't be able to conduct any classes. So just to be on the safe side, let's take a 2 week break from the course. As such, I wanted to give a break, a small break after Tachilikaha, because that is some logical end point, Purvakrudantaha. We need exactly 4 more classes for Tachilikaha. That's it. 2 weeks, one Thursday, Friday, and next Thursday, Friday. So we need exactly 4 more classes for Tachilikaha, and then the entire Tachilika Prakaranam and the Purva Krudanda will be over. My original plan was to cover these 4 classes and then give a small 2 or 3 weeks break so that people can get fresh, revise stuff, and then come back for Uttar Krudantas. But unfortunately, I have some important work coming up, and therefore I would like to give the break right now, a break in the course for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, obviously on the Google group, I will announce this once again. But after 2 weeks, we will come back. We will take up Tachilikaha, which is basically 4 classes, and then without any further break, we will immediately jump on Uttar Kradantaha. So the only change is having a break after Tachilikaha was the original plan. I am just preponing, advancing it right now and giving a break before Tachilikaha so that I can adjust a few other of my responsibilities. So Tadeva Samapayamha. So next week we don't have any homework discussion. The week after that also we don't have any classes. Whatever was planned for next week, we will push it to 3 weeks or 2 weeks from now, and the schedule will continue from that. So I will also adjust the deadlines in the homework discussion sheet so that you can get some enough time to work if you are signing up for any of these exercises. So Samapayamaha, please take this particular break to revise the stuff. Is not for doing nothing or is not for forgetting the old things. And somebody is not here, but somebody earlier asked me about the exam. I don't have any plan of any exam at this particular stage. So earlier I was planning to have an exam after Purva Kradantaha, but I think we can cover a few more topics. So I don't have any plan of any exam at this stage. We might have one exam after 8th sheet or so, or we can have directly the course end exam after Dhatu Sambandhina. So up to how the course goes, but at this particular point in time there is no exam announcement. That's all that I want to clarify. So Tadeva Samapayamaha, please use this break wisely for revising the course material, and we will catch up after 2 weeks. I will announce the exact date on the group course forum. अष्टाध्यै जगन्माता यस्य चित्तात् समुत्थिता वेदानामुपकाराय तस्मै पाणिनये नमः. शब्दब्रह्म समाराध्य कृतवान्यो विलक्षणं सर्वाश्चर्यमिदं शास्त्रं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः. येन धौता गिरः पुंसां विमलैः शब्दवारिभिः तमश्चाज्ञानजं भिन्नं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः. धन्यवादः.